Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fitri Zafira Zara, and this is my ID. I want to presentation my syntax final term project. In this project, I will talk about deep structure, surface structure, and problem 2, solving all problem. Before we talk about deep structure and surface structure, we must know what is syntax. So, linguistics provides us with a language for describing syntax. Syntax is the study of the rules governing the way words are combined to form sentences in a language. For Chomsky, the goal of the study of syntax is to describe the set of rules or grammar that enables us to produce and understand language. Chomsky argues that it is important to distinguish between our idealized linguistic competence and our actual linguistic performance, by Trevor A. Harley in 2014. Our linguistic competence is what is taped by our institution about which are acceptable sentences of our language and which are ungrammatical string of words. So, the way to describe the underlying syntactic structure of sentences is called transformational grammar. So, it is a method in analyzing sentences based on in structure. So, transformational grammar, a system of language analysis that recognizes the relationship among the various elements of a sentence and among the possible sentences of a language and uses processes or rules, some of which are called transformation, to express this relationship. For example, transformational grammar relates the activity sentence John read the book with its corresponding passive, the book was read by John. So the statement George saw Mary is related to the corresponding question whom or who did George see and who saw Mary. Although such as this active and passive sentence appear to be very different on the surface. Example in such thing as word order. A transformational grammar tries to show that in the underlying structure, example in their deeper relation to one another, the sentences are very similar. So, transformational grammar assign a deep structure and a structure and surface structure to show the relationship of such sentences. So, thus, I know a man who flies planes. In that sentence can be considered the surface form of a deep structure, approximately like I know a man, the man flies airplanes. So the notion of deep structure can be especially helpful in explaining ambiguous utterances. Example like flying airplanes can be dangerous, may have a deep structure or meaning like airplanes can be dangerous when they fly, or to fly airplanes can be dangerous. So, transformational grammar assumes that there are two levels of each sentence, a deep structures that represent the meaning and surface structure that represent the sound. When a surface structure relates to more than one deep structure, we have a case of ambiguity. So, in sentences, John is easy to please and John is eager to please have the same surface structure, but their deep structures reveal the different grammatical relations that account for their different meanings. String diagram. So in analyzing sentences, one also can use immediate constituent or IC analysis. It is a method in analyzing a sentence by dividing constituents into sub-competent parts. There are three kinds of IC analysis: There are bracketing system, tree diagram, and pair structure grammar or PSR by Robert D. Van Valen Jr. So these three kinds of immediate constituents has been so far used in the transforming the deep structure of the sentences into the surface structure of the sentences. Below are the figures of the pattern for immediate constituents. Okay, tree diagram. So tree diagram are very important in the analysis of syntax, and it is important to be clear about what they mean. Each sentence must contain at least one clause, and each clause must have a subject, and every sentence must have a subject. However, not all sentences have an object. Sentences which contain intransitive verbs only have a subject. So all sentences are transformed from deep structure into surface structure by generating the process. In the standard theory, the syntactic component generates a deep structure and surface structure for every sentence. Okay, so first, deep structure. In the context of syntax, particularly in the transformational generative grammar, deep structure refers to the underlying abstract representation of a sentence's meaning or structure. It is the theoretical construct that seeks to unify several related structures, often involving the core elements of meaning such as no, yes, I, or you. So, deep structure refers to the concept, thoughts, ideas, and feelings. Deep structure is what we wish to express. In the theory of transformational grammar, sentences have two ways they can be represented, deep and surface structure. So deep structure refers to the underlying meaning of a sentence as it is represented and understood in the brain by Noam Chomsky in 1960. So deep structure example. Consider this sentence. First, you close the door. Second, the door is closed by you. Third is close the door. So the first sentence is active, second is passive, and the last is imperative. However, if we took a look closely, we will find that those three are very closely related. So they seem to be identical signs. They have the same underlying abstract representation that is called deep structure. If we want to analyze the relation of those three sentences, the first we have to know about the deep structure of them. Since deep structure is the input of transformation rules, we cannot apply transformation rules if we don't have deep structure. Transformation rules are sets of rules which will change or move elements in the structures originate from the pair structure rules. Second is surface structure. So surface structure in syntax refers to the visible, spoken, or written form of a sentence. It is the immediate image or the actual spoken sentence comprising phenomes, syllables, words, phrases, and sentences. Surface structure is the result of transformation applied to the underlying deep structure to create a grammatical correct and phonetically meaningful sentence. So surface structure is the actual spoken sentence comprising phenomena, syllable, words, phrases, sentences. And deep structure, the underlying meaning of the sentence. So a single idea constituting a deep structure can be expressed in a number of different surface structures, and conversely, similar surface structures can have completely different deep structures. And for example, John hit Fred. John was hitting Fred. Fred was hit by John. Is surface structure, and the deep structure is John hits Fred. Okay, so Deep and surface structures is two superficially different sentences are shown in this example. So Charlie broke the window. The window was broken by Charlie. So in traditional grammar, the first is called an active sentence, focusing on the what Charlie did, and the second is passive sentence, focusing on the window and what happened to it. So the distinction between them is a difference in their surface structure. That is the different syntactic form they have as individual English sentences. However, this superficial difference in form disguises the fact that the two sentences are very closely related, even identical at some less superficial level. So this other underlying level where the basic components noun pairs plus verb plus noun pairs shared by the two sentences can be represented, it's called their deep structure. The deep structure is an abstract level of structural organization in which all the elements determining structural interpretation are represented. So that some deep structure can be the source of many other surface structures, such as it was Charlie who broke the window, and was the window broken by Charlie. In the short, the grammar must be capable of showing how a single underlying abstract representation can become different surface structures. So deep and surface structures. The deep structure is the output of the base rules and the input of the semantic component. Diane D. Bornstein in 1984 argues that the surface structure is the output of the transformational rules and the input to the phonological rules. So deep structures and surface structures are produced by two types of rules. Pairs structure rules generate the sentences that are found in the deep structures. Transformational rules change around the sentences, making them into surface structures. Both types of rules are assumed to be part of the individual's linguistic competency. Okay, now we start problem 2. Solve all the problems and explain this case using the tree diagram. First case, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So the sentence "the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog" consists of two components. There are noun phrase and verb phrase. In noun pairs, consists of four components. They are determiner, adjective, and noun. So the quick brown fox is a noun phrase from the sentence "the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog." And the verb phrase consists of three components. There are verb, adverb pairs, and noun pairs. So verb is jumps, and adverb pairs consist of adverb, which is over, and noun phrase consists three components. They are determiner, adjective, and noun. So the is as determiner, lazy as an adjective, and dog as a noun. So jump over the lazy dog is a verb phrase from the sentence "the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog." The deep structure from the sentence "the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog." There are first, the lazy dog jumped by the quick brown fox. The second is, why did the quick brown fox jump over the lazy dog? And the last is, how far the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog? So there are three deep structure consist in the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog sentence. The second is, the girl who is wearing a red dress is dancing. So in the sentence, the girl who is wearing a red dress is dancing consists of two components, noun phrase and verb phrase. In noun pairs, consists of noun pairs and relative pronouns. So in noun pairs, there are determiner as the and noun as girl. So the girl is the noun phrase. And in the relative pronoun is a sentence. The sentence of relative pronoun, there are relative pronoun and verb phrase. The relative pronoun is who, and the verb phrase consists of two components. First is verb phrase and noun pairs. So in the verb pairs, there are auxiliary and verb ing. So is as auxiliary and wearing as verb ing. In noun pairs, consists of three components: determiner, adjective, and noun. So as a determiner, read as a adjective, and dress as noun. So the noun pairs consists in the sentence the girl who is wearing a red dress is dancing is the girl who is wearing a red dress is a noun phrase of the sentence. And the verb phrase of the sentence consists of two components. There are auxiliary and verb. So is as a auxiliary and dancing as a verb ing from verb. So the verb phrase is the sentence of verb phrase is dancing. So the deep structure from the sentence the girl who is wearing a red dress is dancing, they are: first, why does she wearing a red dress while dancing? And what kind of red dress that girl wearing when she's dancing? Next. The third case, Zephano saw the Yehezkiah with the telescope. So the sentence Zephano saw the Yehezkiah with the telescope consists two components. There are noun phrase and verb phrase. In noun phrase, we have a noun bar, Zephano, and in the verb phrase consists three components. There are verb, noun phrase, and prepositional pairs. So in saw as a verb, and in noun pairs, there are the as determiner and Yehezkiah as a noun, so it becomes noun pairs. And in the preposition pairs, there are preposition with, and noun pairs consists of two components, determiner and noun. So the as determiner and telescope as noun. So sentences saw the Yehezkiah with the telescope is the verb phrase of the case Zephano saw the Yehezkiah with the telescope. The deep structure from the sentence Zephano saw the Yehezkiah with the telescope, there are the Yehezkiah was seen by Zephano with the telescope. And what is the purposes of the Zephano saw the Yehezkiah using the telescope? And the last is where Zephano saw the Yehezkiah using the telescope. And the fourth case is she believed that the earth is round. So from the sentence, it consists two components, noun pairs and verb pairs. So she as a noun pair from noun pairs. And verb phrase consists of two components, verb, believes, and noun pairs. And in noun pairs consists three components, that as determiner, noun pairs the earth, and verb phrase is round. So noun pairs consists two, the as determiner, earth as a noun, and verb phrase consists two components, is as a verb and round as adjective. So believes that the earth is round is a verb phrase from the case she believes that the earth is round. So the deep structure from the sentence she believes that the earth is round is the round earth is believed by her. And why does she believe that the earth is round? And the last case is the house where I grew up has been demolished. So the sentences consist two components, noun pairs and verb pairs. In noun pairs, it consists of two components again. There are noun pairs and relative adverb. So in noun pairs, the as determiner and house as a noun, it become a noun pairs. And in the relative adverb, there are sentence in sentence. So as a relative adverb is where, and verb phrase consists three components: I as a subject, grew as a verb, and up as a preposition. So where I grew up is a relative adverb. From the house where I grew up has been demolished. And the verb phrase consists three components: has as a verb, been as an auxiliary, demolished as a verb. So has been demolished is a verb phrase from the sentence the house where I grew up has been demolished. So the deep structure from the sentence the house where I grew up has been demolished is how did they demolish the house where I grew up? Why did the house where I grew up being demolished? And what are the tools that used to demolish the house where I grew up? So there are three deep structure from the sentence the house where I grew up has been demolished. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.